We got two of my favorite things, a parking lot sale and a leaked flyer for it. This one is a huge one. First of all, it's one of the furthest out leaks that we've got, so you can really plan your summer tool budget, as it were. And on top of that, it's got some of the best deals. Just, oh my gosh, it's going to blow you away kind of stuff. I want to thank one of my viewers for sending this over. Apparently, he said it's also been posted over on Reddit, so you can go try and find it over there as well. But let's jump into these deals because, wow. All right, first off, parking lot sale. Now, this is going to be Monday, August 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th for Inside Track Club members. That means you got to be a member. If you want to get the early access, it's Monday through Thursday. Now, remember, back in the day, Inside Track and this kind of just, they did it, but it wasn't all that exciting or stuff. It gets more important now because it gets you early access to the open box items. On top of it, this is all about what's in stock. All right, and if something sells out quick, and some of these are going to, then you might miss it. It's now for everyone else, it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 16th, 17th, 18th. And again, remember folks, I don't get paid anything by Harbor Freight, all right? They don't even pay affiliate dollars like Amazon or a lot of the other companies do. So when I sit there and say, hey, I think you should be Inside Track, it's because I really mean it. I pay for my own Inside Track each and every year, have for almost a decade now. I definitely think the value is there. Anyway, that's a whole nother proposition. Let's get back into the deals. So let's start off here. The 30-inch 5-drawer mechanics cart coming in at $197.99, $198. That's sub 200. This is pre-pandemic pricing, and now you got all the colors to choose from. This is ridiculous. Now, next to that, we got the 3-ton low-profile professional rapid pump floor jack there. Now, of course, I'm in team low-profile long reach, but this is still a good one, especially when you look at you're getting a Daytona quality floor jack here with 4 different colors for $50 off, coming in at $130. Under that, we got the 3-ton heavy-duty ratcheting jack stands here at $25. Then let's talk about welders. We're going to talk about that Predator here in just a second. The welders, we got the Flux Core 125 for $79. $79. These are ridiculous prices. I can't believe we're seeing this. Then next to that, we got the Titanium Easy Flux. I do think it's a better welder. It's a decent price. It's a good sale price. I mean, it had been up a good bit higher here. It's on sale right now for $130. I think that's a decent price on that one. Now, above that, we've got the Predator. This is the 5000. This is dual fuel, remote start, full wheeled system built into it. Has the CO2 secure, so you don't have to worry about anybody getting asphyxiated or anything like that. This has everything you want. It's $900. It's a decent price. Is it the buy it now, oh my gosh, I've been waiting for this forever price? No, but it's an okay price. But I know you've already seen it on the screen. It's the 30, 40, 50% off across the bottom. Now, 50% off of nitrile gloves. That's decent. I'm not going to hate on that. I always need a box or two of those things. And the 30% off of any Apache case. And I gotta love me some Apache cases. I used to be a Pelican guy back in the day. I love Pelican cases. And then I saw the Apache quality, and then I saw the price, and I'm like, Pelican who? But let's talk about the 40% off. Yes, that is Icon. 40% off Icon ratchet. In store only, of course. This is unprecedented, unheard of. It's inconceivable. Anyway, 40%. Let's talk about what you can get with that. Now, notice there's no asterisk on this. Nothing that says like 1 ratchet per day. Now, maybe they may enforce that in the store. I don't know. Again, we are a month and a half, if not more, out on this kind of thing. So we got some time before that really fleshes out. But look at this. We got the Icon sockets or Icon wrenches right here, ratchets rather. You're looking at the 1/2-inch long reach in either standard or in comfort grip for $65. You take 40% off of that. Now you're talking about a sub 40 ratchet. You could get your Icon Gold, the 3/8. You could build out an entire Icon ratchet set here for 40% off. That is just ridiculous pricing. And there's going to be some other amazing Icon deals in this flyer. So let's get back into them. So next up, what we're going to talk about is over on the next page And we've got, okay, there's the high velocity fans. That's okay. We get the Bauer, the new impact wrench kit here for $145. Was listed at $160. This is getting you the high torque Bauer, a brushless half-inch impact wrench with the battery, with the charger, full kit for something like that. $145 is pretty good. The Portland pressure washer coming in at $65. Is this the best pressure washer in the world? No. Does it tip over easily? Yeah. Do you have to get the extension wand for another like $10 or so you can use other tips on it? Sure. But you know what? If you're just going to wash the car, spray down the deck, just do basic cleaning with it, it'll do. I mean, if you're on a budget at $65, I think I've bought like 2 or 3 of them at this point. I've left them at different houses and stuff. Anyway, they're a decent pressure washer. Are there better pressure washers out there? Yes, but if you're on a budget, you're just looking for a basic one, this will do what it needs to do. All right, now let's talk about this deal here. Hercules. Buy any Hercules kit starting at $98. Get a 4 amp hour battery free. Now I can hear some of you being like, well, why wouldn't I get a 5 for the 5 amp? Why are we getting the 4 amp? The 5 amp are 18650 cells. The 4 amp hour battery are the 2700s. These are the high output. This is the battery to get. All right here, it's a $70 value. This is my favorite of all the batteries, and I've got a fairly extensive line of Hercules tools and batteries. It's kind of my go-to for most of my daily stuff, and I love using that battery. It's slim, it's compact, gets you a ton of power. What more do you want from something like this? And you're getting your typical brushless set with not 1 but 2 batteries and a charger for $98. Remember, Hercules brushless now has a 5-year warranty, 3 years on the battery and charger, and you get in-store returns. Okay, we got the Avanti airless paint sprayer there for $200. That's a solid one. All right, then down from left to right, we got the Prime Power alkaline batteries, AA, AAA, 18-pack, 33% off for $5. Those are decent batteries, but I'm going to say, you know what? I still say the whatchamacallit here, the Olight with the rechargeable. I know it's $100, but you're getting like 32 batteries, rechargeable batteries in that thing. That is awesome. Apparently it's going home. I was informed by the wife that we need to use them more at home. So I'll just keep some at the shop, and as I use them up, I'll take them home and recharge them and stuff. But anyway, it's a cool system. Go check out my video on that. But let's see here. Next up, we've got the moving blankets. They're not the best moving blankets in the world, but they're hella cheap at $5. A lot of uses for those. Microfiber cloths for $3. Those are fantastic. The ratcheting tie-down straps. That's for light loads for secondary straps, but it'll do the job. The water-resistant tarp there for $2. Again, this is not something you want to put on like a trailer that's getting towed or something like that, or high winds. It will get shredded, but if you just need to cover something up, protect it from the elements, protect it from prying eyes, for $2, it'll do that. And of course, we got the Harbor Freight tool bucket for $3. Now, let's talk about the Bauer deal. Now, you get this. Buy any 2 3 amp hour batteries, and you get to pay $80. Okay, that's not the smoking this deal out there. It's a decent deal. 2 3 amp hour batteries for $80, but it doesn't get my heart racing. Let's see what else they got here for Bauer. We got the 20 volt cordless half-inch drill kit there for $50. The hammer drill for $55. Yeah. We got the 20 volt cordless 18 gauge narrow crown stapler tool only for $18. Okay, then we got the random orbit polisher for $35. That's decent. But look at this. We got the 8-inch 5-speed drill press with light for $74. That's a decent one right there. I think the real deal here in Bauer, though, is that 4x36. I just did a video covering all the 4x36s and comparing them, basically exposing the fact that they're all pretty much the same, all right? But you know what's not the same? A $90 price tag. That is a buy it now kind of price on that one. Then next to that, we got the 8-volt cordless variable speed rotary tool kit for $35. And of course, we got the 5-inch 600 grit sandpaper hook and loop for your orbital sanders coming in for $5. All right, going down on the page, Hercules killing it again. The universal portable bandsaw benchtop stand. Now again, it doesn't come with the saw, but you should be able to put almost any saw in this thing. It comes with a whole bunch of adapters and stuff to get them all to work. But oh my gosh, $90. $90. I can't think of a reason why there's any shop whether it be a pro shop or a home shop, that should not have this. This is an instant classic, this piece of equipment. And Harbor Freight didn't invent this. I'm not trying to say that they're the most amazing, company in the world because of this, but they're selling it cheaper than anybody else, a lot cheaper. And it is so incredibly useful. I love having that saw. I keep my Chicago Electric, aka now they call it the Bauer. It's the same thing. It's now permanently dedicated to that. That's all it does. It lives in that stand, and I can convert it between horizontal and vertical with the table in a matter of minutes. And the only reason it takes that long is because I leave the table on it. If I didn't put the table on it, it'd be seconds to convert it back and forth. Just a fantastic tool. I cannot believe how inexpensive that is. Now, next to that, we've got the Hercules sliding 12-inch dual bevel sliding compound miter saw. It's got the shadow guide light on it, $300. That is the buy it now price, all right? Every once in a while, you'll see the odd coupon that'll take it a few bucks lower than that. Not the item specific, but when they do one of these percentage off kind of things, sometimes it'll drop it under $300. Very, very rare. But if you've been waiting for this saw at $300, you're gonna spend $100 to get something close, and that's the DeWalt DWS 779, and it's not going to have a guide. It doesn't have a laser. It doesn't have a shadow guide. Nothing. And you're going to pay $100 more for the DeWalt name on that. Hey, that's your choice there. All right, then to the right, we got the Chicago Electric 10-inch sliding compound miter saw. I know some people like it. I'm not a fan. I had people for years tell me, "Oh, you got to try this saw. You got to try this saw." I went out and bought it with my own money, and I'm like, yeah, that's going back. I didn't care for it. I thought the build quality, I love the Chicago 12-inch saw, but this, I didn't feel it's in the same ballpark. Sorry. Next to that, we got the Avanti sprayer there, $38 on the sprayer. The Vulcan Omni Pro 220 there was $1,100. It's $250 off down to $850. Then we got some Chicago Electric welding accessories. We got the 100-pound cart there for $33. And next to that, we've got the auto darkening helmet there for $30. That's a decent helmet, honestly. We've got the quick bar clamps down there for $250. Safety glasses for $98. Tape measure for $2. You know what? I give that tape measure a lot of grief, but they're cheap tape measures, and they're nice to just kind of scatter around the shop, so there's always a tape measure within reach wherever I am. You know what? They work okay. I've had a few die, but usually because I dropped it on concrete or something like that. It's a $2 tape measure. We got the titanium drill bit set there for $10. That's a decent, for a budget set that's just like you're just going to use on wood and stuff like that. It'll get the work done. The titanium step drill bit, actually for $749, for mild steel kind of stuff, it's actually done a pretty good job. Now, the rotary toolkit, I've gotten a lot of criticism for not liking this one because I said it was gutless, but the reality is it's not made for heavy duty kind of rotary tool work. It's for light duty etching and stuff like that. And people say that for that, it works fine. It is $7. So you got to you got to look at it and be like, well, what's a $7 rotary tool supposed to do? Again, not my cup of tea, but maybe it's yours. All right, we got Predator up here. We got the pressure washer here, the 2.4 GPM, 5.6 horsepower for $300. The gas-powered auger is $190, and we got the 13 horsepower horizontal shaft gas engine, the 420cc there, for $330. Next to that, we got the Bauer automatic feed drain cleaning drum machine for $350. We got the backpack sprayer for $20. We got the portable car canopy for $190, or as we call it here in Montana, the kite. But here's the real sleeper in this group, the Thunderbolt Solar 100-watt monocrystalline solar panel. This is a decent solar panel. It's not bad. You could actually build a pretty good, solar panel array with this thing, and it's $90. For something you can go down to the store, pick up, and put on your house, put on your RV, put on your shed, and actually use it. For $90 for a cell like that, that's not terrible. The Jupiter 2,000 watt continuous 4,000 watt peak, it's a modified sine wave inverter. It's $130. We got now this tarp down here for $15. This is a heavy duty tarp. This will hold up to all the winds and everything else. At $15, that's an excellent tarp. The foldable aluminum sports chair. I love this concept of chair, Walmart sells one under the, I think, Ozark Creek brand or whatever it is that they have. Excellent chair. You'll find them all across RV parks. It's kind of like become the go-to chair. This chair feels like it was made for wee folk, if you would. It's not as tall. It's not as wide. I'm not going to say it's made for kids, but it's definitely made for shorter, lighter stature kind of people. It doesn't feel like it's full sized. It doesn't, much less like the Ozark Trail one. It feels like it's like man sized. It's big. You can relax. Anyway, I've said this before about this one, but next to that is the big deal for all these sales. Liquidation sale don't forget that up to 78% off. Now, what this means is your store may not have any. Some stores may have it all. You got to figure out what store in your area gets most of the return items and better yet, the corporate warranty returns. The stuff that gets sent back to corporate. Corporates, they recondition it, or they figure out the person was just an idiot or something, and they send it back out and they just want to clear this stuff out. Those are some of the best deals you can get. I've gotten stuff like $700 Predator engines for $150 or $100, I think it was. I got a 17-inch drill press for $125. I got a lathe for I think it was $200 or something like that. And I'm talking about the metal lathe, like the big mini lathe. And it's just insane the prices you can get. Now, always remember that those prices are sometimes negotiable. And that's why you build up that relationship with your store manager over the past year. You say hi when you come in, you ask how things are going, you shoot the breeze with them. And then when it comes time, remember, more flies with honey, like, hey, I've been looking at this. Any chance you can do a little bit better on the price? They're having a good day. They may be like, sure, if you get it out of here right now, I'll give it to you for this. That's what this sale's about. That's the big savings. Usually, although that Hercules and the Icon deals are pretty darn good. All right, let's keep going here. Wait, make sure I didn't miss anything over here. Nope. All right, we got the shop stool for $50. Yada yada. The lights, all that's the same. The Braun 10,000 lumen. That's a decent sale price. I'm not seeing anything here jumping off this page being like, wow, this is the grab it now kind of price. There's some good stuff in here. The 30 caliber ammo box there for $3. That's always good for storage. The electronic fly swatter there for $2.50. Hit your wife on the rear end. That's a good cheap way to get a divorce. The hand truck, I will say hand truck for $65. That's a solid hand truck. Again, work smart, don't work hard, and don't hurt your back. You only got one of them. And back surgery, ask any of the guys on here who've had it, back surgery sucks. Get a hand truck. All right, next up we've got Icon Anti-Slip Professional Combination Wrench Set, 14-piece SAE or metric for $70. That's $60 off. That is a fantastic set of wrenches. But below that, look at this. What do we got? We got the meme tool, the locking flex head ratchets and bit set, 35-piece for 37% off. It's coming in at $25. $25. This thing is going to blow out. That's what I'm saying. If you're not if you're not inside track, good luck getting your hands on one of these because it's going to be gone by Thursday. At $25, I'm going to be buying them from Christmas presents. You get a set. You get a set. You get a set. Everyone's getting stocking stuffers because Harbor Freight Santa's coming to town. At $25, yeah, that's going to be a great. And then when you get those out, I mean, it's not like getting like, hey, you got the tie, and you got people are going to open this thing up and be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe how much money you spent. And you're like, yeah, it's no problem. You know how I'm rolling in the dough there. Anyway, let's keep going here. We got the 42-inch. It's what I was talking about before. It is the 42 U.S. General versus the 46 Yukon. I did a whole video on this. So if you have any questions about how one feels versus the other, what benefits you get versus that one, go check out my video. I did about a month ago or something like that. Did a direct comparison. I'm both in the shop right now, so I was able to put them up side by side, show a direct comparison. And here's what I'm going to say. For the home gamer, there's absolutely no reason to buy that you should feel that you have to buy the U.S. General. Are there reasons to buy it? Sure. It's a great toolbox. but that Yukon will handle 99% of what the home gamer is going to need. Now, if you're a pro or something like that, I totally get going with the US General. It's a fantastic box. There is a word of warning. Let me jump back in here. The US General 44 is not the same height as the 56 and the 72. So if you do want to get one to match your other ones, the 56 or 72, there's two options you have. Either A, build some extension blocks and spacer blocks and put them between the wheel and the cabinet to get them to raise up, or put them on blocks. And then the other option is you can reach out, I believe, to Harbor Freight and buy the 56-inch wheels through the parts department. You get two standard 2 swivel. They should bolt right into place, and now you've got the same height as the 56. So there's your option right there. All right, now down from there we get the Pittsburgh tool sets. They're okay. I'm not a big fan of tool sets, but a lot of people like them. $100 and $30 there. All right, and then next to that, we have the half-inch drive impact deep socket set there from Pittsburgh. This is a 13-piece for 33% off, down to $20. I can't tell you how many times I have talked to guys my age and older who are like, you know what? Back in the day when I started, I didn't have a lot of money, so I grabbed that Pittsburgh set, and I've just been using them every day since then. I'm talking guys who are doing like high-end heavy diesel work, also big rig, stuff like that. Just in stuff like, you're like, really? This thing is still working? Because everyone gives Pittsburgh such a bad rap, at least all the tool truck guys do. But apparently there's a ton of people out there who are still using the Pittsburghs, and they just keep working. All right, next up we got the Pittsburgh Jacks. Now, okay, they're not the Daytona, they're not all the flashy colors. You get one color and you got to be happy with it. We got the 3-ton low profile rapid pump jack there for $95, or you can get the 2-ton. Same price there, $95 on that one. So depending on which one you want. Now you're like, well, why would I get the 2-ton? Why not get the 3-ton? Well, the lift height, believe it or not, on the 2-ton is slightly higher. It goes down significantly lower, and it's a good bit lighter. So just some things to keep in mind. Next to that, we've got this. What is the deal with these pumps here? You can't see them on that screen. There we go. The McGraw, the air compressors. I call them pumps. They're air compressors. The hot dog and the pancake, they're $50. These things are always on sale for $50. It's always these two. Are they bad? No, they're not bad. Are they great? They're certainly not great. I would much rather have the Fortress like super whisper quiet one, but you're going to double or triple the price to do that. So it's not apples to apples. And if you're on a budget, I get it. I totally get it. But honestly, unless you're running a nailer, if you're just doing like airing up, small, like basketballs and footballs and stuff like that, just get one of those little electric air pumps. The ones you keep in your car and stuff, because then you can keep in your car, you can pull it out, you can fill up stuff like that. I don't know. What is your use case scenario? That's what I want to hear. That's a great one. Put it down below. What's your use case scenario besides nailers that you would run one of these off of? Maybe airbrush, something like that. I can see that happening. All right, let's keep going here. And then the last page, if I can get to come up here, the last part is we've got, again, two more of the McGraws. We've got the larger hot dog there for $140. We've got the 20-gallon there for $200. The Badlands with the wire rope coming in for $300. Look at this. The 20-ton air hydraulic bottle jack is $55 off, coming in at $95. The Viking jump starter for $75. The Earthquake, this is an excellent air impact there for $90. Again, my favorite one of the air compressors, the Fortress 27-gallon here. It's coming in at $350, but again, that's kind of a standard sale price. The rubber chalk there for $5. That's just is it a wow price? No, but is it something you should have? Yeah, I keep 2 or 3 of them around at any given time. Shop towels for $2.29. The red towels, I hate the red towels. I know a lot of people love the red towels. I just end up with red thread all over my shop, and I'm like, what is like the towel dying as it crawls across the room? I don't know. What do you call it? The Voyager bag, the 12-inch tool bag with 21 pockets. I love these tool bags. I buy them and use them for all sorts of stuff. I travel with them. I use them for all sorts of gear, all sorts of tools, everything. I don't think I could own enough of these bags. They always seem to like get absconded with by one of the wives or one of the wives, by the wife or one of the kids. And they're just a multi-use kind of tool. And for $4, yeah, you got to get that. Again, but next to that, though, is an Avoid It Now tool. I just hate on these, what do you call it, folding hex key sets. They just always fall apart. I get it, they're $5, and there are ways to fix it, but I would rather just buy a good hex key set. Now, for $10, that's an okay pry bar set next to it. Anyway, that's all the deals we got here in the flyer. But again, some fantastic ones. Just some like, wow, head scratchers. How are they doing that price? I said at the beginning of the year, this was going to be one of the best years in a long time for sales, especially coming from Harbor Freight, man, and they are proving me right with all of these sales. This is insane. Now, anyway, we're going to have to follow this one up because we are a month and a half out on this. So if you got any questions, put it down below. I'll try to read up on them. Don't forget, while you're down there, chomp the old like button, smash that subscribe, ring the bell on the way out. We got 4th of July sales coming up, and Prime Days just got announced. It's the 16th and 17th of July. I've had, people just blowing up my inbox, sponsors, people want to be sponsors, and they are going nuts. Apparently Prime Days this year is going to be insane. Lots of killer deals. So make sure you subscribe and you ring the bell so you don't miss out on any of that. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And you all remember, take care, God bless, and as always, shine on.